Howdy folks, this is Checkers back again with another Fallout 4 video, here today with a viewer request to see what lies beneath the waves of Fallout 4. So we are starting out here in the far northeast at the Nakano residence, where Far Harbor begins, where you leave for Far Harbor, and we will take a look at Fallout 4 as a world without water. We will not investigate every nook and cranny, but we will see as much as we can see. It will probably be buggy and it may not be pretty, but we are asking it to do things that it really wasn't meant to do. So, with all of those caveats and all of that being said, let's go ahead and see what lies beneath the waves of Fallout 4. Now, as a vagary of this particular command, the water is going to hop back in and out as I stop and remove it once again. So there's the Nakano residence back there, and we will move along. If we see anything absolutely fascinating beneath the waves, we will go ahead and take a look. But for now, we're just going to go as kind of a general survey. Okay, we'll go forward a little bit further. And you can see the water piping going into the purification plant there. I believe that's what that is. I can't remember quite offhand. And I've turned off the HUD, which of course means I've also turned off the map, just so we have a better view of what is here in the world without water. Okay. It is really kind of touchy about that. It's almost a single snapshot sometimes. Other times we do seem to be able to travel, maybe because I'm like on bordering edges of cells. My suspicion is that as I cross into another cell, I have to shut the system off again. And I believe I've just bumped into the wall, the invisible wall on the eastern border. And there's a fighter out here somewhere. I found it once a long time ago. Don't remember exactly where it is. I think it might be in these rocks right up here. There it is. Not exactly underwater, but and while we're about it, we can go take a quick look inside the fighter. Probably absolutely nothing but an empty shell, but you never know sometimes what you'll find. And so off we go flying with the birds, investigating the open shores. Oh, such a touchy prospect. Wow, touchier than I thought. Okay, let's move in a little bit. There's our fighter back there, more piping going out. There may be spoilers in this, so if you don't want to know where certain things under the water may be, you may not want to watch the entire video. I will try and warn you as we get close to things like that, but come on. There we go. You can see the buoys floating in the air. We'll go a little further so we don't trigger the edge of the cell. And do it anyway. Okay, I have a cargo ship. And looks like a collection of rafts tied together to make sort of a floating island. Something beneath it. That's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at that. One wonders if that was at one point an entranceway to something else. It seems like quite a bit of effort just to put pipes under this collection of rafts for no reason. So maybe at one point that was a way into something where you would crawl down and through the pipe. Not entirely sure. It's like a submerged boat over there, but beyond the wall, the invisible wall. There is our cargo ship. We can try and take a look inside here. There's the water coming back. Interesting. Well, that's not working from down here. So let's get our bearings again. And there we are, back above everything. So we can't really use that below water. But it does appear that at least we can use it above water. Okay. There's our cargo ship. That is outside of our reach. We are walking right on the edge of the invisible border. So I'll try and show you. This is how far we can go. I'm backing into it right now. So I imagine it's running down the left-hand side of the screen there. Okay. Try and get back to that wall. Just so we can get a look. They certainly did put down a lot of pipe underwater. Okay. And here we go into deeper water. And we are getting close to some potential spoilers. So, if you are concerned about that sort of thing, you may want to look away. There is a mirelurk, some mirelurk eggs, more pipes going quite the distance. Overturned tugboat. And not much out in that direction, so we'll come back in towards the city. Oh, looks like I got a little too low. Okay. And another tugboat underwater, a good collection of boats, as if they were all pushed into shore here. We'll come up into this collection. Let's cross into that next cell. Oh, we are apparently moving a little too quick. The cell has to load. So we are going to stare at a clear blue, well, clear blue sky where there aren't any clouds, but puffy white clouds, or we may just be entirely stuck. Like I said, buggy prospect at best. But we can hope. Hope springs eternal when looking at such a cotton ball, cloudy sky. But as eternal as hope may have sprung, I think we may also have sprung a leak that we will not recover from. Nope, there we go. Hey, we made it. Sweet. Okay. So, important safety tip. That is quite the line that we crossed. Nothing there now, except for that fella floating in the air who removed all the water. You probably shouldn't mess with him. Oh, the things he can do. We're not exactly subtle. We're also wearing our, cappy glasses still, so. Anyway. I guess that would be frightening enough. Somebody wearing their Nuka-Cola cappy glasses floating over the waterless sea.
I must have a concussion. I'm fucking seeing things.
And let's go back out this way. Ever careful not to cross that border. More pipes out there, more boats. And oh goodness, it looks like the Pridwin has fallen. But that was perhaps another player request. And another fighter? Another fighter, I do believe, up on its belly in the air. Okay, let's move a little forward. Try that again. And another fighter, interesting. Nice little collection here. Always fun to see those. As we don't get to see them very often. Okay, we will go forward a bit, and if you haven't heeded my warning on spoilers at this point, you probably should. Unless you're not concerned about the sea monster. Heavy sigh. Well, you know what? We're working without a net, sneaking backstage to peek at things we shouldn't see. So we can't really blame it for not being consistent. Actually, I think our sea monster might be gone. Oh no, there it is. We can take a closer pass of our sea monster here. Oh, although, if we get underwater, we're just going to murk it up, so we'll just sort of get close. Periscope goes down. And there is the city. Okay. Off we go. Like a school of flying fish. And there is the Minutemen Fort. Can try and get back out towards the wall. See what's in the deep here. We may cross out though once we hit that line there. Might again take time to load. Well, not as much time this time. Maybe because it didn't have to load the city. Oh, heavy sigh. Okay. The water has a sense of humor. It's like we're still shotting the water at this point. Every time I release the console there for a while, it was adding the water back in. Shipping containers and boats. You can see the airport off in the distance there. There's another of those collections of rafts. Again, sitting on something, unless it's not that the pipe was an entrance to something, but the rafts have to sit on something to be stable. But that does look like a structure, doesn't it? Right there, holding it all up. So I don't know, these may have had some other interesting purpose, or it may just be that what is underneath them was there to hold them up. I don't really know. I mean, the buoys hang out in the water, boats do, but I'm not entirely sure about some of these structures. Well, let's take a look inside. Okay, and then back out. Okay, and keep our bearings. Something floating off in the distance here. Can actually see it loading in. So that would make that Spectacle Island, I think. Yeah, maybe those are just means to support structures. The way a sculptor will add legs or cloth or something to support what would be otherwise a weaker structure. Or a branch or a tree or whatnot. Can go out past Spectacle Island. Or at least we can try. Structures from other videos in the past. Not everything that I build remains. Some of the time when I do things, I reload past it or I rip it all down because I want to use the resources again, or the space, the most precious of all the resources. Location, location, location. And for those who are interested here on Spectacle Island in this tugboat, I did a video on this a long time ago. think, where is it? In one of these lockers is the luck bobblehead. Okay, so anyway, back out to... So, that's fascinating. Why did you do that? Oh, this is going to be tricky. Okay. Figuring things out with no HUD is challenging. Let's head off this way. Now, somewhere, and this may be it. Yes, this is it. There was an airliner that crashed pre-war, and there was a salvage operation going on, and this is that salvage operation, which is why part of the plane is on this barge, and part of the plane is underwater. Okay, there's the salvage operation. More pipes. Oh, there goes my theory. I was about to say, yeah, see over there is another set of buildings stuck up on a pylon, but then we have the barge and boats, unless it's a feature of the barges and boats. I'm not sure. And we lost our water again. Okay. And we are at the edge of the glowing sea here. And we are as far as we can go to the south, I believe. No, let's go in a little bit more. Okay. And that is a very, well, not entirely quick, but as quick as we could make it, look at Fallout 4 without water. If you'd like to see more or more detailed versions of what is under the water, let me know in the comments. I may put a card with a poll, say right about here, but I will be quite honest, I would need to see an exceedingly large number of really interested folks before I went off to do this again. For now, though, we are in the rain, which is lovely. Let's come on down over here. And we will say that if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you will see a small letter I with a white circle around it. These are cards and links to other videos that I've made. Also, I have a Twitter link in the description of the video and on my channel's main page. If you're on mobile, it'll be on my channel's About page. I would like to thank you guys for being the best community out there. Truly, you guys are awesome, and you make this an absolute joy to do, and you are patient as stones, and truly, I appreciate that. I would also like to thank you for watching. I hope you found the video entertaining and maybe just a little informative. I would like to invite you to subscribe, like, and share if you so desire, and remember to vote in the poll if you would like to see more. And also, I would like to ask you to please, above all, take care.